Hello, students. Welcome to today's class. Certificate course in early childhood care and education. So, approaches to early childhood care and education. Certificate course in early childhood care and education was started maybe in the year 2011 or so. And we have been offering the certificate course since 2011 or so. It has four courses. The it has four. It has four courses. Okay. It has four courses. This is the second course, approaches to early childhood care and education. Okay. The material is available in two mediums, in English medium and in Telugu medium. Okay. So it has 12 units divided into 3 blocks. It has 12 units divided into 4 blocks. The first block is early childhood education program, history and perspectives of early childhood education, policies and programs of early childhood education, child and learning. Each block, these are the 4 different blocks titles I have read for you all. Okay. So the next in block 1, you have 3 units. So 4 blocks and 3 units in each block, together 12 units. Okay. So need and importance of early childhood education is the first unit, and second unit is objectives of early childhood programs, quality indicators of early childhood education, practicum. Okay. Then you have block 2, then fourth unit, historical perspectives of early childhood education, unit 5, perspectives of early childhood care and education programs, unit 6, psychological perspectives of early childhood education, then practicum. After every end of the block, you have the practicum. Practicum, you need to read the things that you are supposed to do. Block 3, policies and programs of early childhood education. It begins with the unit 7, policies, early childhood education. Policies means what government is thinking about. Now, only at what a general opinion is there to the parents and to everyone. Only at class 1, one should send the child to the school. Till that time, he can be or she can be at home. But things are not like this. By 3 only, one is getting ready, and he or she should be sent to the pre-primary school. Related to that age, what government is framing policies. Okay. Uh, Programs, Balwadi and Anganwadi. Then issues and challenges in some of these policies, issues and challenges, opportunities and challenges in some of these policies, government, what you call state government, uh, other governments. Okay, so related to these things, you will learn, and it will definitely um, um, encourage you to think more and what you call, no, like mix your knowledge and then appear for exams and prepare practicum and think more about the uh, particular content and also your future. Okay. So then child and learning is the title for fourth block. Okay. So in that unit number 10 is there, unit 11 and unit 12. How children learn principles of learning. This is very important. This is very important for everyone, how adult is learning. Of course, reading the book like the definition of child. Okay. The definition of the child means child is any person under the age of 18. This is the convention of the rights of children given. The convention of rights of child is given. The convention of the rights of the child. Okay. UN convention. Okay. Now in your course, the different stages are there. Okay. How before 3 years, how a child is learning, what type of activities you have to, as a parent, as a teacher, or a crush, you have to, like show to them, help them to learn. Okay. Then how, after 3 years, how children learn. That is what I was mentioning. It is very interesting to know the principles of learning. Give a cell phone and then he's enjoying. Is he learning? We do not know. Then how is learning alphabet? The principles of learning. Okay, principles of learning. Those things you will learn in unit number 10. Okay, then play. Play as learning. Okay. Play as learning. How it is significant in early years. Play you should provide. Oh, then you should assess how learning is taking place with the help of play. He is smiling or she is smiling, enjoying jumping. But how, what type of learning is taking place? How abilities are getting strengthened? Like in the child, how the abilities are getting strengthened, how abilities can be converted to small, small skills. They are not writing alphabet A, like how many from the what parts of body need to be integrated, like mind and body coordination, head and hand and head, hands and heart. Okay, head, hands and heart. As a we give only one observation, is bad, is good, or okay, but what type of learning is, how negative things should not be um, uh, accounted. Okay. Then significance in early years, play, planning and practicing of developmentally appropriate programs. Okay. So these are the things. The first thing is the need and importance of early childhood education. In this, you have some important things where you can learn without any monotony. Okay, without any monotony, how you can learn, what you can learn, what you can really write in the examination, how you start from the what you call the from the margin, and then mm, how you are going about and how you are pinning up your hopes for this course. No, like uh, it is very good to know that you will definitely have what you call some theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge, and also what you call the experiences, skills to uh, what you call complete this course. Okay, definitely after completing this course, you will again look forward for another course, and then and you will get involved in that. So that is the basic thing, like there are who comes to your mind when comes to this, what comes people, and what comes to your mind when you are thinking about uh, mm, early childhood education, crash, sending the children to nursery. Somebody in your neighborhood, some small children are going, holding the bags, and they are coming back. And at home uh, they are, uh, they are verbose in the sense they speak a lot. After going to this nursery or play school or to some other Anganwadi, they don't speak, they keep silent. Okay, then they when what? When visitors comes to somebody's house, they keep the chair like this, hide their face. They don't, like get acquainted very often. These are the things, we usually observe. Like in early childhood topic, you have our psychologists, they have divided, like page number 4, you have actually today I'm attempting, I'm in another conference, but this was given to me. So if you look here, you have infancy 0 to 3. 0 to 3. 0 to 3, they are a important human resource. In one chart, I mentioned that they are an important human resource. Human resources means not from which age we are taking. We are not taking from year 20 or 10 or no. 0, okay? 0 to the human resources. We calculate, in every state statistics of population, we calculate their names and their number also, isn't it? So 0 to 3 is infancy. Okay. Then preschool years, 3 to 6 years. Okay. Then early primary years, 6 to 8 years. Okay. So NEP also gave a different catalog to this. Okay. So 0 to 3 years is referred as infancy, preschool, primary years. What type of activities we should provide to them? How we should treat the child? All types of play we can't give to them. We should give them only important, meaningful play. Okay. So infancy is 0 to 3. Just now I said the convention of the rights of the child. Okay. So it said a child is any person under the age of 18. But still, after 8 years, the remaining part, the school takes care of it by giving important. We know what happens when child of 8 years comes to school, until 18. We know, what type of programs they have existing in our societies. Okay. So the how you have to do. how you have to do. Like there are certain things. If you go back to the independence years 1947, before 1947 also, there was a commission recommended for pre-primary education. Okay. So after we got independence, our government started its steps in encouraging the pre-primary education. Okay. 0 to. There may be some this thing different classifications like 0 to 6, 0 to 3, or 0 to 3 to 6. But we should not take into consideration, like, because national policy of education Ramamurthy Committee report, they said 0 to 6 years. According to the National Association, NAUYC, early childhood refers to the 8 up to the 8 up to the 8 birth to 8 years. All these periods are very critical in child's life. Like in child's life, all these years are 0 to 18 years are very, very critical, means very important. Okay. Research on the importance of early years. How we are coming to know why there is a difference of opinion from the parents and from the educators. Educators say that send your child to pre-primary. Parents say that no, no, at this age, why we should send, let him come to the years of 5 or 6. Then only I will send my child to school. Why? They are not aware of the some research, whereas educators, they know the research done on what you call the early years, critical early years. If you don't give any type of what you call any type of experience working with hands or limbs or with head or heart, then the things will not be appropriate when he grows up. When she grows up, you should definitely provide. Okay. Bloom's analysis of the research on growth of intelligence, like really we see a small pocket of body, but still, we also observe how the child is growing month by month and year by year um, when it comes to his physical growth. Okay. So, but his intellectual growth, let us see what are the research findings about the intellectual growth of the child. Like they say intelligence stops by maybe by 10th class. Okay. Then by what age the mind or this brain grows, to what extent it grows. Okay, to what extent it grows. It was revealed that 50% of intellectual development takes place by the child by 4 years age. By 4 years age only, 4 years age. So among Muslim community, what they do the Bismillah ceremony by 4 years, 4 weeks or 4 days. So some this thing we have to draw. Maybe that is correct. I think 4 years. By the age of 4, it was revealed in the 21st century children, what they do by the age of 4, they give commands. They create stories. They report real events. They can ask questions also by the age of 4. Okay. So how they are doing all these things in all these activities related to language, they are using language. They are using language. They are using intonation, stress, a language. English language has a intonation, stress, rhythm, okay, dropping, of the statement and raising of the statement. In giving commands, this is required, isn't it? So they are giving commands, they are asking questions, they can create stories, they can report real events. Okay, they can report real events, mixing so many things. Okay, so like that, by the age of 4, 50% of the brain or intellectual development takes place. Okay, so this can be enhanced. This can be enhanced by providing meaningful play and creating skills to help the child to understand. Okay, there is so like social values and all other ethics related things, they develop critical thinking, observation, all they are likely to understand, but may not be able to explain. So then you have other things like mentioned in your course book ECE NCERT 2005. Okay. Then studies of Piaget. Look at the studies of Piaget. Piaget has he has done what you call a very beautiful. He is known for his cognitive development in child. Okay, so Piaget also describes the first 3 years of a child's life are very important for the development of the brain. Okay, first 3 years. So don't think by 50% intelligence what brain will grow, but there is a what you call responsibility of the parents to help that to brain to intellectual capacity to come to that 50%. Okay, if physically if the child is not growing, parents get worried. Okay, in the same manner, we should also think I mean, like parents and teachers should see that brain develops 50% intellectually by the age of 4, and provide what you call related activities, meaningful activities. The foundation for the development of social and personal health is laid during early childhood. More than 50% of the intellectual development is completed by the time the child is 4 years. This is what I told you now. So Piaget also described about this. Development of the childhood is sequential in nature. How do we see the limbs, body, all these things are happening in a sequential order. Okay, so for a moment, I want to just, uh, bring to your understanding that, because uh, after taking up this course, after passing this course, some of you will definitely feel like pursuing further courses in which it will be very helpful. Okay, curriculum is there for preparation. How curriculum is prepared in sequential order. You know, 6th class, if some maths problem is discussed, then again in 8th class, it is coming in the form of spiral. Okay, then again in 10th, they will touch. So syllabus is for our understanding and preparation of the book. But when the curriculum is, when the syllabus, when the problem is discussed in the classroom, so the earlier portion and the later portions should also be discussed, and this should be disseminated in the classroom. Okay, like if at the sixth class simple compound is discussed means, you should also combine by saying that they after this you will have compound interest, and the principle for this is this, and you will learn it when you come to eighth class. Or if you have any eager you have any interest to learn by now only, after going home you can solve it. There is nothing like that. But because nowadays in banks what is happening, the there's every day they get some new softwares. Some of the softwares are on the based on binary and also on interest compounds, simple interest. Okay, so the programs, like at 3 to 6, what is happening? A preparatory stage. Okay, all of a sudden, if the child is leaving his parents and coming to school, he is not able to adjust. What is this blackboard in classrooms, sitting there in the chair and then going on. Okay, so it is a preparatory stage, like if you are thinking of making the child sit in a chair and then hold the bag at the back of his this thing, and then a preparatory activity like that for him or her to take up. Okay, this national focus group on ECCE 2005 on national curriculum has used the term ECCE instead of early childhood education on the account of the following reasons. Okay, early childhood education, Purva Dasha Vidya, early childhood education. Then how about adding care to it? 1986 new education policy has added care, CARE. There are few number of hospitals. Somebody is, you can recall. So what does it mean? CARE. They added the care, like care education. That means the word care is added to it, early childhood. Now we are calling it as early childhood care and education. Okay, we are giving him care and we are also giving her education. Okay, so this is how, like the at the end you will write the exams, and in exams, what is happening? In exams, the content, what you learn, what I said, the a child is any person under the age of 18. Okay, that is what you call convention on the rights of the child. So this is a historical milestone. No, so these theoretical aspects you need to read, write, understand, comprehend, and produce in the form of examination. What is learning? Learning for adults and also for children. They what storing of information. Okay, storing of information and producing it at the time of writing examination, uh, basically. And then if you want more things to happen with that information, you can do it, right? Writing articles, teaching in the classroom, okay, participating in the discussions, thinking critically, etc. Okay, so uh, from pre-primary to primary education, how it smoothly sends the child from pre-primary to primary education. Okay, so like that, the things happen in this course. Okay, so I hope like Then why we all know arithmetic, reading and writing. So in that, what is happening? It lays the foundation for formal learning of reading, writing and arithmetic. Okay. And at the same time, what is happening? They are learning to coordinate with the mind, hand and heart, head, etc. It is nothing but it tries to focus on the holistic development of the child. The word holistic is also mentioned in NEP 2020, all-round development, sarvato mukhavivruddhi. Okay, the child should start liking the what you call pre-primary school, kindergarten school, play school. He should run to school. Okay, that should be the attitude of the child when he's coming. He should not, okay, there are certain things. So how school should welcome the child. We know this different strategies. But still, on the whole, when holistically it was planned, then what happens? The child will have physical, motor, socio-emotional, cognitive, aesthetic, and language development. Okay, so the to learn language, a different language, a foreign language, the basis should be from pre-primary. Okay. Here is the chart given for you all to read. If you can see this book and see, this is the very important chart you will see in your course book, that is page number 7. Page number 7 here. Flexible, holistic development. Okay, child-centered. What it is child-centered? I want to, you know, in a classroom, if there are 30 children, 30 children will have 30 questions. If the teacher is in the middle of the class, what is this? What is that? What is this? Shall I take this? Shall I take this? What is this? Even after telling one time, they will ask 1,000 times. So, child-centered means what? If a child is asking about this pencil, teacher should be ready to tell this is the pencil you use to write in a notebook. Okay, you have to sharp it. When you sharp it this, then after some time, just like some skills glide. You know what I am saying? When a child was born, 300 bones were there, it seems. When child is adult, has 206 or 7. Then the glides, some skills glide, and the children give up one activity and then they take up another activity. It is happening with everyone. So after some time, you will give up this and you will start using this pen. Okay, you will start using this pen. Okay, so like that, child-centered, depending upon the child's nature. This is one simple example I give. You have so many multiple examples you can give. So don't snap. When is I told you one time, you are asking quite a number of times after explaining. Okay, so this is how it should be: child-centered, self-control, discipline. The some of the things that are there in the chart that I showed to you are I'm explaining. Okay, so then you have uh, grades, preparation of the healthy habits. Healthy habits you should explain. Okay, like at what time one should use before eat, or at what time one should eat before eating, how one should get ready by washing the hands and other things, and how one should sit and eat. Consistency. Even in one video, I heard saying some people who have some problems. The doctor was explaining by saying consistency in time, when you are eating morning breakfast and afternoon lunch, and consistency, same time if you eat, some of the you will be relaxed. He was saying, okay, so like that, health teaching healthy habits, like when you're after going to some office, you should not go and jump into the things that are there in the office. Some interesting things will be there. So one should not touch. One should uh, how to invite the guests by folding hands, saying namaste. Okay. So like that, when introduce yourself. So first-hand experiences. Okay, of course, very difficult, but still these are the things that are there, very easy to understand and easy to understand and easy to remember also. Provides first-hand experiences to children that help in the development of skills with help in learning, which help in learning. Okay, so this is a small step to learn, okay, independently. Autonomous learners. We are making them autonomous learners. Okay, pronunciation. Okay, then some simple trick is there in maths, how to get hold of it. In one particular video is very useful. Not all the time use only videos and learn. No. So classroom teaching, teacher should design the things in this manner, and then uh, personalized learning will be there. Okay, so flexible. The programs that are here, programs are planned, activities are planned, skill-based are planned, and then flexible according to the needs of the children. It should not be very what rigid type of. This course, early childhood care and education, develops good habits. Just now I mentioned, isn't it? And basic skills which encourage uh, independence, independent thinking, independent responsibilities. They are there, like not depending upon teacher for everything, and then parents, and then siblings, and peer group. We should teach them how to become. So early childhood care and education helps them to do some of the things independently, promotes self-control, and thereby develops discipline in children. It is a program which needs careful planning and execution also. Okay, then encourages interaction with the environment and active participation in group activities, sharing the things and belongings, in the sense like somebody is not having eraser. Okay, one can share sharpener, something of that sort. Okay, so so far we have been learning why early childhood education is important in a child's life. In a child's life, why it is very important. If somebody is not sending the child to a play school, or then you are creating some disturbance in his future life. Okay, what does early childhood education develop in a child? This is also we learned, like how to dress up neatly. Very important. How should an early childhood education programs be planned? Okay. Then now we have what you call the needs, at what type of needs they have, we are going to discuss. Okay. So here also need for early childhood education. See, look at this chart, page number 18. It has a very good discussion and classification of needs. page number 8. The foundation stage, proper educational environment, creating proper educational environment, primary education, socio-economic need, lack of awareness, physical well-being, okay, washing hands and feet, okay, after coming to home from outside, urbanization, okay, developmental social skills, satisfy one's needs, okay. So these are the things, needs. They have needs also. Just giving them snack or no snack, or just calling them for food, dinner. These are the usual general thing, but beyond that, here it is a discussion of the need, especially a peer group. Okay, then a question in the end, maybe at 7:30. What did you learn today? Even to did you go to that person or to grandmother or grandfather, and did you learn anything? A kind of things, needs, talking to people. Need for proper educational environment. Educational environment, of course, uh, you will not have by giving them a cell phone. But no, proper educational environment, collaborating with the adults. They are small, no, let them go and play with small, no. Collaborate with the adults. Always have something of that sort. Collaborate with the adults is very, very important. Okay. Then pre-primary education is essential for compulsory primary education. You know, before we got independence, committee came out with two things. Primary education is suffering from stagnation and wastage. Stagnation and wastage, premature withdrawal from second class. Okay, stagnation, second class only, reading in the second class for 2-3 years. So to avoid that, okay. So what pre-primary education is very important. Socio-economic needs, social celebration of some one particular day. Okay, so calling all the peer group of a particular child, then celebrating. Okay, then promising on that day, next year we will celebrate in a grand way. So such a needs, okay. So such needs are very, very crucial. Lack of awareness. You should be aware, okay. That should be, it is a very self-explanatory and also a critical thing, critical thing. Every child is unique, every environment, house environment is unique, and every parent's aspirations are unique for their children. You can't compromise at all, okay. So there we should make something, so like that. Then physical well-being of children, urbanization, satisfaction of the needs and development of social skills. Okay. Why do we need nursery schools in cities? This is a very important question you need to ask. Why do we need nursery schools in cities? Not only in cities, in villages where there are children. Okay. Now, there is a question for you to answer in the classroom. Like those who are new to the distance education mode, what I am telling, like this check your progress or self-assessment questions, Like I am telling, this course will help you if you are would-be mothers and if you are mothers with a child of 1 year or 2 years old, then you can take up this course. If I'm telling to the students who are enrolled into this course, then check your progress question. Just look at this. On page number 9, you have check your progress report. Okay, so there you can write your answers in um, beautiful handwriting. Okay, beautiful handwriting. So like that, then you can cross check whether you have written what you have written correct or not. Okay, so just learning, saving material, and reproducing. I want to give you the example of a computer, desktop, laptop, and printer attached to it. So on select one A4 size paper, you write something. It will not ask you why, what is this, meaningless. I'm not going to save. It will ask you to give a name to a file so that it is saved. Same thing, you can go and give a print command, it will be produced. So what you are telling to the learner is very, very important, and then how you should also help him to recall. You should also help him to recall, and you should also help him, tell him from time to time that this is very important for a coming examination. Okay, so like that, importance of early childhood education. Importance of early childhood education. See, look into the page number 10. So you have ECE 1986 New Education Policy, National Education Policy 2020, Early Childhood Education for the Overall Development, Urbanization in Elementary Education. Okay, so like this, you have the first unit. Now, first unit is over. You can expect some of the questions like what is according to 2020 new education policy, the division of the uh, stages, the division of the stages. Okay, so how the name, the word care is added in the new 1986 new education policy. Okay, the rate of development during the first 6 years of life in a child years of is very rapid. Is very rapid. It depends upon the what you call. It is very rapid. So all the all should facilitate the child to development the utmost stimulating environment, especially during these years. Okay. Why, when you go to the school, who will be there in the school? Teacher will be there, all friends will be there, they will become wearing dress. And then you also should wear dresses. This is the basic thing. First step I am introducing. I'm just sharing with you all. So variety of objects, like simulation means what? Car driving, for example. The same thing in the same manner, sitting in the chair and adjusting the wheel, getting experience on wheel, that is simulation practices. Okay, so in our this thing, we have so many things. Those things you should help them practice, and after practicing you should ask them, how is this, how you are feeling. Okay, then whether you like it or not. Okay, even after serving a big dish also, you should ask, oh, this is the thing, how is the taste of the dessert? How is the taste of the dessert? Okay. Other children and adults, toys, gadgets, objects, you know what are harmful and what are harmless. Emotionally secure. Emotionally secure they will be, and providing them good environment. Okay. So in this, what you have learned? You have learned about the different things like how early childhood years are critical in their life. Okay. Parents and teachers need to provide adequate experiences during the first 6 years to develop the child to the fullest potential in all the areas like physical, social, emotional, intellectual, and language wise. Okay. Then the other thing what is mentioned and discussed is different experiences can be given through early childhood education program using playway and activity methods of teaching. Activity methods. No, when the festivals of Ganesha, you can make the child to do something. But later on, the educating him on some other aspects is also there. He will be benefited something, somewhere because a coordination between fingers, head, heart, and head is happening. So that is why uh, concentrating on such skills, like very, very important. Okay. The need and importance of early childhood education as emphasized by NEP 2020, its importance for the overall development of the child, its contribution to the universalization of elementary education, UE, all these have been discussed in the first unit of course 2 approaches to early childhood care and education. I hope you all have enjoyed this. Thank you.